Only about 5% of all audio technicians and engineers are women. How does this make our industry look? Are there any movements or organizations working to change this? Are there any names leading to this change? How about you just meet Michelle Sabolchick? Before we go on, how about we take a quick look at Michelle's background? Born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, worked her way up through Full Sail University to graduate with a Recording Arts Associate's degree in 1989, only to be inducted into the school's prestigious Hall of Fame in 2015.
Michelle Sabolchick's experiences come from touring as a front-of-house engineer for over 25 years, going on the road with artists such as Styx, Kesha, Gwen Stefani, Christina Aguilera, and the Goo Goo Dolls. She also took a job in the AV department at a local entertainment complex. She was also a store technician and has experience in basic studio engineering and studio maintenance. Michelle is also the co-founder of Soundgirls. Michelle has not only worked with some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, but she has also found a way to give back to those who might want to follow in her footsteps, especially other young women who aspire to find a place in live production by co-founding soundgirls.org, an organization whose mission is to inspire and empower the next generation of women in audio. They aim to create a community for women in music and live production, delivering support, knowledge, and the tools to benefit their careers.
Michelle Sabolchick believes you can't do it alone. When she was asked who is an industry friend to her, she mentioned her husband. She believes he has a strong work ethic and an amazing attitude. Another thing she pointed out was that his positivity is a big thing in keeping her grounded. In an interview, Michelle spoke about how you're going to have to knock on a lot of doors before you get anywhere, meaning you have to be persistent and committed to your passion. Her advice is to learn as much as you can from everyone around you. Michelle is a prime example of how one person can make a difference. She is a woman who has worked hard her whole life and is aiming to inspire and help other women who are looking to follow in her footsteps through the Soundgirls company.
Michelle grew up in a small town with very traditional and old-fashioned customs. Women were expected to grow up, graduate, get married, and start a family. While facing a lot of disbelief and doubts from many of her personal friends and family, Michelle describes deciding to move away from home alone to start her career as one of the most difficult decisions she's ever made. Michelle works in a male-dominated industry, most prominently in live productions, where she has faced many challenges. This, however, never bothered Michelle, as she describes herself as being driven, focusing on doing the best job possible, no matter what job it is. Sexism has never been a problem, although she did face strange looks and the occasional "you're the first female engineer." Michelle lives by a very true fact. If you work hard, can get the job done correctly and efficiently, opportunities will come with respect. This, however, doesn't mean that there were those instances where men gave her a hard time because of who she was, but these incidents were very few and never known. At the same time, there were many occasions where she felt the pressure from the rest of the competition, but it only made her better at her job. At the same time, Michelle was met with a lot of support from other professionals in the industry. To name a few, Mark Johnson of Fidelity Sound Reinforcement gave her many opportunities to work live sound productions, including the first tour with full production Michelle ever worked. Companies like Claire Brothers and ML Pro were always very supportive of her endeavors, as well as her husband of 16 years, Jim Pettinato.
In summary, the 1989 Recording Arts grad, Michelle Sabolchick, who was later inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2015, continues to be active with the younger engineers by working with Soundgirls so closely.
Created using Powtoon.